The international money transfer system SWIFT says it is developing new security measures to help banks keep hackers out of their networks. It's just one more thing to worry about on the list of worries. Around 12 banks are reportedly investigating possible breaches via SWIFT. In at least 4 cases, hackers were able to gain a dangerous level of access. Millions of dollars was stolen from banks in countries such as Bangladesh and Ecuador. Cybersecurity firm Symantec and defense contractor BAE Systems are linking the banking hacks to the 2014 Sony breach. I want to bring in Raj Goel. He's a cybersecurity advisor for the financial industry and the chief technology officer at the IT consulting firm BrainLink International. Raj, thanks so much for being with us. I'm going to spell that out even more clearly. And cybersecurity firms like Symantec are saying North Korea is behind this. What do we know about this group that some are calling Lazarus?
What Symantec has said and BA has said is that the software used, the malware used, is similar to the Sony attack. It may be the same organization, or it may be that the attackers in Lazarus' case got their hands on the software used to attack Sony and are now targeting these banks.
Now, they are saying it appears that it is originating from North Korea. Is the premise that the North Korean government is behind it? And if so, what are the implications of that?
I don't know if it's North Korean government or not. I don't think we can ever pinpoint in cyberspace which organization's behind it. If it is the North Korean government, that would be a first time ever that a government has hacked foreign institutions to get money. Normally, governments don't hack to steal money. That's usually a job of criminal organizations.
Exactly. Now, the hackers have been able to gain what we've described in the lead into this as a dangerous level of access to SWIFT. That's what security experts are saying. How vulnerable is the global banking system? I mean, they're stealing millions here and there. Can this be something that actually cripples or disrupts the banking system?
I don't think it's going to be that catastrophic. What we're seeing from the data in the attacks is that the hackers have attacked a low-hanging fruit. These are banks with very weak security or weak security regimes. And really, the lesson to learn from this is every organization needs to reevaluate what their security practices are. We know SWIFT is about 43 years old, and their trust model was built around the 1970s, 1980s architecture of only a select group of insiders know how to use SWIFT. But since then, we've seen this huge explosion in outsourcing and consulting and opening up of the internal borders. And it's not fair to say that SWIFT got broken into. SWIFT itself did not get broken into. The individual banks had their security compromised. And it could be through former employees, it could be through a consulting firm, or other actors who see these banks as low-hanging fruit because they have done a very shoddy job of securing their infrastructure.
Yeah. So, Raj, what happens now? I mean, you're only as strong as your weakest link. What do you think? I've got to think there's some furious conversations going on behind closed doors. What can SWIFT or the global banking industry do to protect against that?
There are definitely serious conversations going on. Every bank that I know about is reevaluating their security mechanisms, reevaluating who has access to their SWIFT systems, and I suspect that SWIFT and the member institutions will beef up security, will do more counterparty checking, and they'll enable more fraud mechanisms to detect or rapidly recoup the stolen finances. And at the end of the day, no security is perfect. Nobody's bulletproof. However, what this really showed is that some of the banks involved that we know about had less security than your average home.
That's right. And I suppose at least we're hearing about it, even if it's with a delay. The fact that we're talking about it out in the open is a step toward getting everyone on the front foot on this. Raj, Goel, appreciate you joining us today. Thanks so much.
Thank you.